What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Fun Times. I am Snoelle.
And I'm the doctor.
And this is our first ever St. Patrick's Day special.
So it's a fun holiday.
It is. Do you have any St. Patty's traditions you like to?
I like to never wear green.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck you, if you pinch me, I'll kill you.
For sure. I'm a rebel.
Yeah. Even though I've got a fair amount of Irish in me, I will never wear something that says kiss me, I'm Irish.
Oh yeah? You're not into that? Are you afraid people will take you up on it?
Well, I don't like strangers touching me.
Sure. I would agree with that for myself. It's tough for me to have people I know touch me. No.
I just don't want to be that guy. Like, if I were to go to the bar, if it was, normal, whatever, I would go to the bar. I'd have something green on, but
Yeah, but that one is not one you're trying to
no,
check out.
No.
No, it's fine. Plenty of people are going to do it in your stead.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I've had some good ones. I've had some not so good ones.
Same.
Mistakes were made, but it's been a while since I've celebrated it full on.
I don't think that I have celebrated it really since I lived with our friend Kelly.
And that's been some time now.
Yeah, it's been almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Because honestly, at the time, for God, almost the past decade, I was running bars and restaurants, so like I had to work. Like, it was St. Patty's Day.
Sure, it's a big day.
Mama was working.
It's a big money making day, right?
Yeah, so had to keep all those drunk fuckers in check.
That's right. Not this year though.
Nope.
But we probably will have restrictions, so
I probably should be at home.
Yeah. Yeah, being on the roads, I've definitely crossed that threshold in my life where I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
there'll be drunk people about.
There's at this point in my life, I've been in the industry, like the food and beverage industry, for so long in some form or another. I don't want to go out on the amateur holidays.
Mhm.
New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Halloween.
Yes.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
There's a local bar here that we enjoy going to. They have big it's an Irish bar. They have big celebrations, and I would go to like the mid-afternoon ones at this point.
Definitely.
But no, I would be home by 5.
Yeah.
And I like to have house parties. That's my thing as
you're
a grown ass lady.
You're a host.
Yeah.
And as a friend, I love that. You have a good party.
Thanks, man.
How have you been? How's your week going?
It's going great. I saw some friends from out of town this weekend, which I got to see them last night, and it was
a blast.
So nice. And then today when I was at work, a bunch of different friends that we weren't expecting to showed up, and it was just fun. It was just a really fun day. Like, it's been a great weekend.
A little chillier this weekend.
Yeah.
And I feel like early in the week it was pretty warm.
Yeah, it's going to be super nice next weekend.
Nice.
So I think I actually might have possibly my last fire of the year in my fireplace tonight.
Okay.
Because the 20th.
How about some s'mores?
I don't think I have marshmallows.
That's a shame.
If I had known.
Next year.
Next year. Yeah. Next December, if we got s'mores.
That's right. I'll be gone to December.
How about you? How was your weekend?
Good weekend. Slept, worked, podcast stuff, hung out with friends. It was a good full weekend.
Good, yeah.
I enjoyed it. Alas, tomorrow's Monday.
Uh-huh.
We begin anew. But I should have a pretty busy week, so it'll be all right.
Same, yeah. I'm going to have a crazy busy week, but excited about it,
Yeah, next weekend I'm headed to see the folks, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, I talked to my mom today, and she's like, when are you coming to see me?
I was just there.
Yeah, we were there 2 weeks ago, girl.
Yeah.
No, I was like, soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was like, Drea, and I'll be back.
That's right. We got to do more river recordings.
Yes. I think Aunt T called them like river musings or something.
That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, man. We've got a great movie to talk about today.
Yes. One we had individually, neither one of us had ever seen before.
No, heard a lot about it, but never gone down that road.
Yeah.
So I think we should probably head into our live watch intro.
I think that'd be great. Tonight's film is Leprechaun. According to Movie Dude 346 on IMDb, an evil, sadistic leprechaun goes on a killing rampage in search of his beloved pot of gold.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Short,
forward to
sweet,
this.
to the point.
I've heard a lot about this movie. I've never seen it.
Nor have I. Like, I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I mean, of course, we all have, but like,
I just know. I think Jennifer Aniston's in it. I think
yeah,
that's all I know about
I
it.
think it's her first movie.
Really?
I think I could be
now,
wrong.
didn't we have a
Courtney Cox.
Yes, we'll talk about that in the recap, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll be there for. You're right.
No.
Let's press play. I love to sing when I'm not supposed to. Before we go much further, we got to go into your previews.
Indeed, we do.
What's our preview song? We haven't made one.
The preview song. The preview song.
Love it. Done.
Nailed it. So, Leprechaun came out in 1993. It was actually made in 91, and then it was Trimark's first film they ever did.
Okay.
It for some reason took them 2 years to come out. So it was made in 91.
They weren't so sure.
Yeah.
They were real shy.
I mean, I get it. But
Yeah. First time.
let's go into some ratings.
Let's.
IMDb, 4.8 out of 10.
Not bad.
Metacritic,
Okay.
17 Metascore. That's out of 100.
Right.
5.9 user score.
Wow. Metacritic is harsh.
They
I've noticed.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
truly are.
Critical.
Yes. Rotten Tomatoes, 21% on the tomato meter
Okay.
and 32% audience score.
Okay. I could see that.
Director and writer was Mark Jones. So one thing, the movie was initially meant to be a flat out horror.
Okay.
Right?
Because I felt confused about the tone throughout this.
Well, interestingly enough, Warwick Davis, who is our lead, he plays a leprechaun.
Fucking awesome.
And can I just tell you, I didn't quite realize everything he had been in. This man is box office gold.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I don't think he's ever, and I don't know if it's fair to call this movie crap, just because it's got such a cult following at this point. This is probably, no disrespect, Mr. Davis,
but the worst of his titles.
It's unreal, and we're going to go into that in a minute. But he really wanted.
Has he ever won anything? Any sort of award or acknowledgement?
I don't know.
He should have a lifetime award.
Oh my God, I would love for him to have a lifetime achievement award. He totally deserves it. He wanted the movie to take a comical turn, and he was like, instead of an outright, horror. And Mark Jones was like, yeah, I like that. So he changed the movie, but they ended up, some of it was a little bit too funny and goofy, and they ended up having to
reel it back a bit.
Oh no, they had to refilm a couple things.
Some stuff.
Yeah, because it was a little bit too hokey.
Yeah. I thought it was a fine balance.
Yeah, I liked it.
It did the movie justice, adding some of that fun component.
And honestly, I feel like it's done a lot for the genre. It's that horror comedy genre. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because think about almost every, for the exception of like the hardcore Ari Aster type horror movies, almost all of your horror movies now have got a lot of elements of comedy in them.
Yes. Hard to get it right. It's a formula that seems, easy peasy. Not so easy.
Not lemon squeezy.
I love you so much. On sync.
So obviously the movie stars Warwick Davis as Leprechaun, Jennifer Aniston. This was her first feature film debut. Now, she was an uncredited dancer in the movie Mac and Me.
Okay.
Which, as a kid, I loved Mac and Me.
Don't know Mac and Me.
It is constantly on worst of, cheesiest.
I think it's been recommended for this podcast
it has
from
been.
Some friends.
Yes, it has been. And honestly, I haven't seen it in at least 20 years. I'm sure it probably could. But as a little girl, I love the shit out of the movie. Yeah. We had Ken Olant as Nathan.
Is Nathan Kevin Bakes?
Yeah, Kevin Bakes. We had Mark Holton as Ozzy. Mm-hmm. And then Robert...
He was also, you said, a villain in Pee Wee Herman.
In Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Mm-hmm. He was in Teen Wolf. He was in Teen Wolf 2, which is another movie we've talked about, putting in the sombrero.
I gotta remember.
And I also wanted to point out his very first movie was a movie called What's Up, Hideous Sun Demon?
Awesome.
And
I kinda love
I need
that.
to know
Kinda
more.
love that.
And then we had Robert High Gorman, who's Alex, who was our precocious kid who
Oh,
kinda was
yes.
the glue
The
of our
stuffed
group.
up one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This movie, I've got a lot of fun trivia to sprinkle in throughout.
Throughout?
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And real quick, just to kinda circle back to the Warwick Davis thing, this is just some
I was gonna say, can we get some of those
I
titles?
would love to give you some of those titles.
Hit us up.
Return of the Jedi.
Right.
Yeah, because he was Wicket.
Mhm.
He was in, obviously, the Ewok movies, Labyrinth, Willow, which Willow's in,
Love Willow.
just stop
Mhm.
it. Just can't even deal with
The
it.
hottest Val Kilmer will ever be, in my opinion.
100%. 100%. Gulliver's Travels, Phantom Menace, 10th Kingdom, all of the Harry Potters,
Yes.
multiple roles in the Harry
Mhm.
Potters. And of course, he's done all the voice work for anything that they have done. He's done it. What's the in Harry Potter Land? Or I don't know if that's what they call it at
Sure.
Universal,
Yeah, yeah.
but the Escape from Gringotts, like he does all the voice work
Oh,
for his
yes.
actual animatronic.
That
Um,
I can verify I've been.
he was in the movie Ray, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Force
Love
Awakens,
Hitchhikers.
Rogue One, and then most recently he was in J.J. Villiard's Fairy Tales, where he played Rumpelstiltskin.
Cool. I don't know that
And
title
that's
at all, but I'd love to check it out.
but yeah, I don't either, but I'm super into fairy tales. So
Yeah, I'm pro all those things.
yes, I mean he really. I mean this is listen, that was just a small sampling
A
of his work,
sliver.
and everything. It was just there's so much.
He elevated this movie easily.
Hmm.
This could have gone way worse if he wasn't involved. He brought such fun. It really he nailed the Leprechaun as far as I'm concerned. To
So
me, he is Leprechaun.
he reprised the role for I think it was like 5 movies.
Well, for the next 5 years, we should be good. We
Um,
should be in good hands.
there's a couple without him. The only reason he stopped was because he had kids and he didn't want to scare
Yeah.
them, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna put a break on this, but maybe after they're grown,
Might
I'll
come
come
back.
back.
Yeah.
So and apparently he's got a lot of ideas like about them being like pirate leprechauns. There
Amazing.
was actually
Oh,
there
well,
was
I say we stop where he stops.
I
I don't
like
know
that.
that we need to continue
Yeah,
after he's gone.
that's fair. There was one idea to have like Candyman versus Leprechaun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I liked the first Candyman.
Oh, I loved Candyman. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wasn't there was another one that was supposed to come out, but I don't know if it was one of those things that got halted because of like everything when it shut down last year. Because it was supposed
Sure.
to come out like right when everything shut down, and then I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
don't
I heard anything
know.
else about it.
I don't know. We'll have to look into it. We'll send the crack team, the RFT research group.
I like to call them a crack team.
You're right. That wasn't the right thing. But it will be from now on.
Well, the RFT crack
Put
team told us
the
this.
crack team on it, you guys. They're good. They won't stop until they find it.
And by it, we mean crack.
Right. We should go into our first live watch clip.
We should.
We're calling this one.
Guess who's got a fragile package?
So what's going on in the movies? We open on a leprechaun who's playing with his tiny pot of gold.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
The
musing
tiniest
over
little
it,
pot.
loving it. I'm pretty sure the beams of the rainbow are illuminating him. And then next thing we know, we see a limousine through some country road, some
Yeah.
dirt road.
We're up to a pretty janky little house.
Yeah. With a stern-looking older lady, and out comes this dude in a terrible white outfit that we
it's
didn't care for.
did not like. Would not recommend.
He's definitely Irish. He had gone to see his mother's funeral
Mm-hmm.
and sent back some package. He was like, as soon as he got there, did that come? She's like, yeah, it's here. But why are you wasted? And what's up with this limo? And
We
what's
can't afford
going
that.
on? And he's like, hey, we're rich. We are rich.
Looking at mansions tomorrow, baby.
Yeah.
But like in an Irish accent, which I'll spare you.
It was a pretty good accent, though. I liked it. He shows her a satchel of gold. He breaks the urn. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the urn. Mm-hmm.
And she's horrified.
She's like, oh my God, your
What the
mother.
hell are you doing? And he's like, gold. And
Mrs. O'Grady.
She goes off to make some tea, right?
Yeah.
But what does she come upon?
She's trying to make some tea, and all of a sudden she hears creepy ass kids singing coming from a
the suitcase
in the living room.
I kind of love that suitcase though. It's leather. It had like straps. I'm into that. wait.
That was my thing.
Son of a. I wonder if it's an homage to the 80s horror film.
I think it's probably just super cheaply made and like.
Yep, that's probably it. Oh, that guy's drunk.
That lady's not excited to see him.
No. Booze. She's kind of into it. She doesn't want to touch the package, Chloe. It's a shame.
Some ladies be like that.
Especially older ladies. I mean, I get it.
I have a headache.
Cool. Tell me more.
Yeah.
You were supposed to bury him.
Was that the package that he was like? Did it arrive? Though, look, he not looked around. Like,
right then and there. Oh snaps! Okay. Why would he put that in that vase though? He could just—it's got a cool little knapsack already. She's not into it.
Storms are brewing.
Storms are brewing.
And I'll make you a pot of nice hot tea.
Are you a tea fan?
I do enjoy tea. I've started enjoying it more as my sister has influenced me from her Dubai tea drinking.
Oh. I like a good spotted tea every now and again.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it would replace coffee for me, but
no.
I like it on occasion.
Yeah.
I like to dip the tea bag.
I bet you do.
No, lady. Don't put your head down there.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good. I heard a crack. Yeah.
Oh, she died
She's
fast.
A goner. She's a goner. It's a lot of credits, I feel like.
This is like, I can't believe it's still going.
It's been 15 minutes. Oh, they're not going to show us? Going to keep it close to the vest, eh?
You mentioned something about, I wonder if they're trying to do an homage. And I was like, I think it's just cheap shit.
Right.
Their budget was under $1 million.
Okay. So movie. you were probably right with the cheap shit. I'm going to go with that. Explains it. But they did remarkably well for having such a low budget.
I would agree.
These old people, they don't make it. Oh, wait. The wife dies right away, right? She goes to get the tea.
Yeah, and then she hears the
little guy runs after her.
And she opens up the suitcase, and we're like, no, don't do it, you dumb hoe. And then he pops out.
Red evil eyes.
Oh, terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And then he knocks her down the basement stairs. She breaks her neck. Done
immediately. And he goes in there. He's looking for the tea, and then hears her voice. And this is where we realize
the husband. Yeah.
That the leprechaun, Mr.
O'Grady,
that the leprechaun's a very Terminator 2 disguising voice situation.
Yes. Fun fact. Real fun fact.
I see what you did there.
This movie is actually based on a 1930s comic of the same name.
Really?
Yes. And the leprechaun was named Dan O'Grady. And so
it is Mr. O'Grady.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that. Full circle.
Now, Mark Jones saw like a Lucky Charms commercial and was like, yeah, we should make the sweet leprechaun a villain. Mark Jones worked with Trimark, who actually put out the original comic, and then this was their first film. It was just kind of an interesting turn of events.
Yeah. Now, in the movie later on, the leprechaun eats some cereal, but it doesn't say Lucky Charms on the cover. It says, is this a fun fact you have for later?
It's a fun fact. I can tell you part of it now.
Okay.
There's another part I'll tell you later.
Okay. Let's set that up.
So.
How else can I fuck it up?
General Mills gave their permission for Lucky Charms to be in the movie.
Okay.
And I can't remember what it was even called and what the actual...
I want to say it was like Lucky Clovers or something like that.
Something, yeah. Gave their permission, then they saw the movie. And they were furious.
They freaked out.
And they
pulled it.
They had to go back. They had to reshoot it with a
fake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Because I think I saw Raisin Bran in there, and it was fine. They didn't fuck with that one.
Raisin Bran's okay.
Nice.
Not Lucky Charms though.
Nice little tidbit. So yeah, he goes in there because he thinks the wife has got the tea, but it's actually the leprechaun. He knows that he can defeat him. He whips out a 4-leaf clover. He's got a gun. They have a little fight. He somehow gets him into the wooden... Oh, he shoots him. And then picks him up and throws him in the box. Puts the 4-leaf clover on top and starts nailing it shut.
While sweating profusely.
Starts sweating a lot. And then it's like, I'm going to burn this motherfucker. Throws a bunch of gasoline on.
Pokey, let's burn this motherfucker down.
Goes to light with a fucking match. Because, of course, they didn't have a bic or a son of a bic.
Mm-hmm.
I always have at least 4 handy. And he strokes out. Doesn't make it.
Did some, as you pointed out, excellent handwork.
Oh man, those twitches. Those death twitches.
Nice.
I bought it. I thought he was a goner.
No.
That's how good those twitches were. I do like a good twitch. Now here's the thing about Jen. I couldn't peg down her age.
No.
I felt like late teens, early 20s, but I'm not sure that's right. It could have been 16 for all I know.
I sincerely hope it wasn't 16.
Yeah, because of what happens later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, if they had not explicitly like told me from the jump, like she's like, Dad, I would have been like, oh, this is a guy and his younger girlfriend. I would have thought they were a couple.
They had a intimacy that was uncomfortable.
100%.
They stood way too close together,
and then her
she
was
bitching and moaning about the house minute 1. I don't blame her. It was a real shit show, that house.
It was.
They walked into a fixer upper.
I mean, cobwebs everywhere, a gigantic tarantula.
You were out. You wanted to burn it down right then and there.
100%.
Now, sidebar on Jen Aniston, because we also did a little movie where we saw a young Courtney Cox.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your feeling on young Courtney Cox versus Jen's performance here?
I'm gonna go Courtney.
I'm a Jenner. I always tend to lean, even back in the Friends days, lean that way.
I think in the Friends days, I probably leaned more Jen Aniston, because whatever Courtney Cox's character's name was just annoying to me.
She was a little bit on the annoying side, but it feels to me that that's true to Courtney Cox. I know that's not fair. I don't know Courtney. We've never hung out.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm sure she's a wonderful human being. I did like her little show later, Cougar Town.
I never watched it.
You would like it, I think, based on the amount of wine they consumed.
I thought you were saying because they dated younger people, and I was like, well,
sure, that's cool too. But yeah, so Aniston's not into this move. So much so that the dad's almost like, let's scrap it then. But what happens that makes her change her mind?
She sees a young hunk there to paint the house. And she changes. She's literally on the phone with a hotel that she's like, I'm going to pay for myself. And I want to know where she gets all of her money from.
She keeps throwing this around. I wanted to ask you about this. What's going on with Jen Aniston's independent wealth?
I guess she's a hooker.
Her outfit for this outing was questionable. You called it out right away.
I didn't care for it.
In fact, we should go on to the next one because we're skirting right around it. And we're calling this one 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Natural hair color?
Think so.
Liking those guns.
Oh, it's that dude. He was in a bunch of stuff back in the early 90s.
Was he? His face seems vaguely familiar. Oh, okay.
Oh, he said he learned some manners, ho, and I appreciate that.
Whatevs.
I'm all about those manners.
You know what he's channeling to me? A little early Kevin Bakes.
That's what I thought. I was like, for a second, I even was like, I didn't think Kevin Bacon was in this movie.
Kevin Bakes doesn't have those guns, though.
No.
Wait a minute. Did I misplace my 1950s calendar here? Girls? Listen, bud. Hey, this is the 90s. Women are treated equal.
This is the 90s. They're gonna fuck right now?
I think so.
I'm not afraid of anything. Okay. Come on, just put the bags back, okay?
For the boy?
No.
Oh, wow.
I'd be like, get out.
We're leaving. He's significantly older, right?
I think so.
Like 27?
Oh, you didn't watch the Pee Wee Herman movies. He was the bad guy in Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, yeah? The old baddie? Oh, I love a slingshot.
I thought you weren't going to tell any more stories.
And that kid was in a bunch of shit back in the day.
This really happened, Alex.
I think I would slap the hell out of that kid if he slingshotted me in the face.
I would have fucking kicked his legs out from underneath him. Whatever happens, happens. You give a fuck.
Shouldn't have done that, kid.
Learn your lessons, little punk ass bitch.
Life is hard. You might as well learn now.
Right?
One thing becomes glaringly clear the more we podcast together.
What's that?
It's probably good we don't have children.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
We tend not to be so kind to the children.
I don't care. I don't like them. I don't care. Like,
oh, man.
like I literally, no, saying this, I'm also somebody that literally, I ran a St. Baldrick's event for children with cancer for years and years.
That's different.
And I'm like, I don't like them, but my God, I don't want them sick. My God, let's help them.
No, we don't want them to die unless they're kind of shitty. Then
That's
it's like, well,
shit.
you know, we don't need that many. That's not a popular viewpoint. So somebody's smitten here.
And it's not us.
And it's kind of not him.
No, like he's...
Which I kind of appreciated.
Yeah.
Now, he gave me a very strong late 20s vibe. I feel like he even had crow's feet. And I want to ask you, what's an acceptable age for Jen Aniston to be to hook up with this guy?
So let's say...
Are you 18 and older is all right?
No, I don't. That... I feel like if you can drink legally... And if you're older than 25, you need someone that can drink legally.
Okay, so 21 bare minimum.
I think that's...
That is more than fair. I like that rule. Adopting it.
That's
Listen
that's
up,
my take on
young,
things.
handsome fellas. The doctor's going to be checking ID. Oh, man. So, yeah, she's done a quick turnabout.
So the guy looks like, we would say, he kind of looks like a young Kevin Bacon. He's got very Kevin Bacon-y vibes. He's very handsome. He's got guns.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little brother that's there with him. I guess he's watching him while they paint.
And I realized on the rewatch, those are the three guys.
Yeah.
From Three Guys in a Paint. What was the name of the
Guys
company?
Who Paint.
Three Guys That Like to Paint, or Three Guys a Painting.
Yeah.
Three Little Pigs. It was real clever, you guys. But it's these three guys.
It's those three guys, yes. And the little brother, Alex, and I actually made the comment that he'd been in a bunch of stuff.
He was new to me. I didn't recognize him at all, but you knew him right away.
Rookie of the Year, Mr. Nanny, which is a Hulk Hogan film.
I'm not
say,
doing that again.
Mr. Nanny was cute. Like I wouldn't.
He's forever X'd in my book.
He's
not after
the doctor's
book.
In the movie, Sometimes They Come Back, which is a Stephen King.
Okay.
Which I love.
Sounds
that movie.
very Stephen King-y.
And then one of my all-time personal favorite movies, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
You have mentioned good things about that one.
Great. Christina Applegate, fantastic. Mm-hmm. He always kind of played the same role, a precocious,
young
kind of little
kid.
shit. Like,
sure. Lots of attitude, good heart.
Yeah.
As we find in this one.
Yes.
So the third member of the party, there's the brother who's significantly older than the younger brother, and then Ozzy,
Who's the
who
friend?
is their buddy. That's I would say he's got some issues, but they love him,
Yeah, like definitely. I
treat
would
him
say
real well,
they
take care
do.
of him, and he's their little pal.
Yes.
Which I thought was really sweet. At
Yeah,
first, I
when
was
we
very
realized that, it was
confused
very
about.
sweet. It was very endearing.
I was very confused initially about the relationship with this older gentleman and this young precocious kid, and they're palling around, and I wasn't sure they were related, and I was getting very uncomfortable. But once we realized, oh, okay, he's basically this kid's age as far as his mental state. So it was cool that they, take care of him, have this little business together, and pal around.
Yes,
they're cute little game. So how did Ozzy get a bunch of paint on him? First of all, the painting that these two jokers are doing, these two jokers being Kevin Bakes and Jennifer Aniston.
It's disgusting. She paints like she does like one stroke of paint, and he's like, "You're a regular Picasso."
Genius, what you do. We need more paint.
Like
we're through with this gallon, and they had painted like a triangle.
Yeah, on a shutter.
So somehow, I don't remember how, Ozzy gets a shitload of paint dumped on him. I think it was the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes in to get cleaned up and stumbles into the crate, fucks up, and removes the 4-leaf clover from the crate, which frees the fucking leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
So this.
Oh, he runs upstairs and he tells everybody, he's like, "Oh my God, there was a leprechaun and he threatened me and da-da-da-da," and they're like, "Bro, like, no."
Nobody takes him seriously.
So they all come downstairs with him. Like, Kevin Bakes grabs a big stick and is like, "Just in case." And we're like, "Are you gonna play fetch with it? Like, are you gonna what?" And they see a rat and they're like, "Ozzy, it was a rat."
But they don't take him seriously, and they head back upstairs.
Yes.
And that's when they go back to the painting, back to work. And she gets a little caress on the leg, and she's like, "Oh, Kevin Bakes.
Stop it."
Stop
and
it."
we, the viewer, know it's the fucking
That's not
leprechaun
Kevin
being
Bakes.
like, "Oh, shit, bitch."
He was into it.
He was.
in an uncomfortable way.
Super uncomfortable.
She's like, "Oh, Kevin Bakes," but then looks back and sees him back there and freaks out, pulls away, and I think that's what causes
he scratches her.
Him to scratch her, is because she jerks away so quickly.
And then she tells the dad, and they're like, "It's a poss." Oh, she's like, "Oh my God, something scratched me. I thought it was you touching my leg." And he's like, the dad's like, "You know what a man touching your leg feels like?" And she's like, "Of course I do." and then the Kevin Bakes is like, because she said when she said, "I think it was him," he's like, "You'd have let me do that?" And we're like, the dad's right there.
This is
bro.
a weird conversation. Like, now, then suddenly they heard something in the wilderness. They go running
meow.
after it.
Yeah,
the cat.
They hear, because they were like, "Oh, it's a cat." We hear a cat, and the dad decides he needs to stick his hand into like a tree trunk
to the elbow. Not just the little, like, I'm gonna move these leaves around and see what's in here.
No.
Just like plunges in.
Sight unseen. This thing's already apparently scratched his daughter's leg. Why wouldn't he? And then the leprechaun bites the shit out of him.
Gnarly bite. And he's like, whimpering like a little bitch. They're like, "We gotta get this dude to the hospital."
So they all jump into the truck. The kid has to jump out because he has to fix some wires.
Well, I'm not sure if it happens when the guys, Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Bakes, take the dad to the hospital, that the kid and Ozzy stay behind, because at some point they see a rainbow and Ozzy's like, "We've got to go to the other end of the rainbow."
Oh, that was
There's
a while
gold
back.
there.
That was like, we skipped over that, I think.
Right. Well, that's where the next clip is going to take us, because it's important to know that they go and find the gold at the end of the rainbow. It's in this old truck, and they find the sack. And then Ozzy's like, "I gotta bite it to make sure it's real."
And
he swallows it. And the kid's like, "Yes, we're rich. We're going to take one of these and get it appraised." Like, the kid's on top of stuff.
He is.
He's by far the smartest person in the whole film.
Like, he'd be very successful today.
Yes. And so that next clip is going to be called By the Luck of the Irish.
3 guys that paint.
I love that.
Simple, to the point.
Yeah. Thank God
This
that
little
kid's
kid,
around.
yeah. He like runs the whole show, keeps them all together.
Oh man, the distributor. He just wiggled the hose.
And I love that like they all are piling in to make like because he got bit by like a leg didn't come
probably
off.
a possum.
Did you see that little motherfucker?
Did I?
Oh shit!
Oh, Leprechaun, well done.
That was amazing.
Oh, until he saw the gold, huh?
Or was it supposed to be Joe's collectible coins? Or Red Collectibles Joe's coins? No.
We collect all of Joe's coins. That's a guy.
Cut to the chase. What's it?
I like his ancient book.
It's very ancient. He's not treating it very gently.
No. Honestly, I kind of want some suspenders.
I don't know that I would hate a suspender. I think I'd like to
Yeah.
move my thumbs around it.
I think they would be
And
very...
there's different places I can do that.
Yeah. Look at... Is that thing doing a split? Oh, I thought it was doing a split at first. I was like, I hate that.
His store is terrible.
It's terrifying.
It's a god-awful store.
It's like the haunted store. It's Joe's haunted store. Joe's
Joe
haunted
was
collectibles.
never even really here. Uh-huh. That looks more like a safe.
69.
69. He's a trickster. I like it. Oh, but he's a biter, and I don't like that.
Biters.
Like, I love his fucking little coat.
And I feel like he's ready for so many occasions.
Yeah, I feel like he could fit right into Bridgerton.
Christmas, he'd be ready to go.
Super ready for Christmas.
This motherfucker.
No.
Oh my god.
I don't like those tiny bounces he's doing.
When did his face get so fucked up? Why is he so into cleaning people's shoes?
He's so into shoes. We already know they love balls.
They love balls.
The shoes
They love
is
shining
new.
shoes.
And the gold, of course.
It said 99 to go.
By the luck of the Irish.
By the look of the Irish. I'm so pleased. I love Leprechaun. You heard it here first.
Like, I give it a 1.2.
Probably.
God. I swipe the mic
The
off the
poor
table.
one.
Like,
The whole table just gets...
Are you sure you told
Overthrown.
Auntie Nancy this place is?
That's not that little car, is it?
it sure is.
Ah!
And it's filled with stuff.
It has the working lights.
That cop is like, I think I might just let sleeping dogs lie. And just be like, you know what? I'm not touching this one.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think I saw that. Look at how ridiculous this is.
Does he know to pull over for the cop? He's got a teddy bear in the background.
It's so janky, the steering wheel.
Is it a lowrider?
It's gonna be like
That thing starts popping.
Yes.
I swear to God.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh my God, this movie's fantastic. It's like a better Killer Clowns.
It really was, though.
It really was. The modes of transportation alone rivaled Killer Clowns.
Incredible. This leprechaun ends up using, is it called a pogo stick?
Mm-hmm. That's
Pogo
exactly what
stick.
it is. So, because they left one of the gold coins to be appraised, Leprechaun heads over there on a tricycle.
That he is like doing like triple
Full
time.
speed.
Just I mean, incredible. Gets over there, finds it, fucks Joe up.
Big time with the pogo stick. and then sees, I think, there at Joe's place, a tiny car and is like, mine.
Sweet. And pimp my ride.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. What was that show?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was early on that.
Yes.
Because he was like, I'm going to bring my favorite stuffed animals.
Yeah, I love that there was all these stuffed animals and stuff riding with him.
Me and my homies.
And I don't know if he was like, it was an electric car. Was he Fred Flintstoning it? Like,
it was booking it.
Yeah, it was going.
It was booking it. And he did. He pulled right on over. And you were right. That cop should have been like later days.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing.
I'm going to sit here and enjoy my cronut and just call it a day.
You know, it could be why we're not law enforcement.
Maybe.
It's dawning on me, we're not made for that kind of activity.
I just see stuff and be like, it's fine, I'm going to let it pass.
I'm not getting involved with that.
No.
Sketchy,
Not doing it.
I am going to do some drugs I confiscate.
I didn't find anything, sir.
It's in the evidence locker, sir. Filed under X. So the crew, the gang, the group, they take Dad to the hospital and leave him there.
Yeah, we never see Dad again. He's done. I mean, he has rabies from Leprechaun now. We don't know. Like, he's done.
And while they're at the hospital, Leprechaun comes back to the house and destroys it. That's when he goes into the Lucky Cloves or whatever the Lucky Charms were called. He lines up all the shoes in the house and sniffs them and rubs them. And just
cleans them, I guess.
Generally
leaves
just
them all on the kitchen table.
Destroys the rest of the house. They come home to this. I guess there's still... the majority of the group still hasn't seen the Leprechaun.
Yeah, only Ozzy at this point.
Only Ozzy at this point. And the cop who gets killed pretty gruesomely, right?
Yeah, he
like
the chase through the woods, and he squishes his face, and then
he's all tripped out, like, leave me alone. And he's just like, because he's such a trickster, this little fucker.
He's so funny.
He's having a delightful time. He couldn't be happier.
He loves screwing with people's minds.
Yes, and I love watching him screw people. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's a different movie, girl. Actually, real fun fact, the cop...
Ooh, real fun facts. I like this. New segment, you guys.
The cop, whatever, it was like David something, they ended up changing his name. It was supposed to be Deputy, like, Tenant or whatever, and they ended up changing it to the executive producer's name. So it was like, they didn't even call him Deputy. It was like David so-and-so.
Okay. It's a fun little tidbit. So, things go from bad to worse when the handyman, they come back home, see some shit. He's going to go investigate. That's when he gets the gun, I think, and goes outside, but immediately steps on a bear trap.
Yeah, the Leprechaun has set a bear trap for him. It gets him. They end up getting him, I think, back in the house. He's bleeding profusely.
Right, because they send, at that point, that's right, he's got the bear trap. I guess there's several guns, because then he yells for the kid to go get another gun. Of course, the kid's got the most responsibility in the entire film.
Always.
He knows how to fix the cars. He runs the business.
He takes care of Ozzy.
He's basically taking care of Ozzy. In fact, we didn't cover this. He's the one that was like, I want this gold so that we can go fix your brain. We want to do a special operation for you. And I was like, oh my God.
We thought that was very sweet.
That's when we realized this kid's a piece of shit, but he's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Heart of leprechaun gold. They're running around. People, it's chaos. And who decides to call for help? Ozzy, who is the worst person to call for help, because when the cops answer and he's like, a leprechaun's loose, people have been shot, we need help, which is legitimately what's happened.
They're like, of course it is, Ozzy. All right, buddy.
Now, there was a delightful sheriff. I thought he just pegged old man sheriff for me. He pegged it with the outfit, with the glasses, with the voice, the cigar, or maybe it was a pipe. I don't know. I love this sheriff. So, am I to understand, Snowy, that we're 3/4 of the way through this film and they're just now acknowledging the fact that a leprechaun has attacked them?
Yes.
Wow. Ozzy truly is the standout. Coupled with the kid, really. The kid's a whiz. He does everything.
Yeah.
And correctly.
what's interesting is I was looking at all the stuff about the movie earlier, and Ozzy actually makes a reappearance in the most recent, the 2018
Ooh, that's something to look forward to.
Leprechaun, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nobody else, I don't think any of them ever reprised any of their roles. I mean, Jennifer Aniston
So that's one
clearly
where
does not.
Warwick isn't in it.
Right.
We
He's
might have to
done.
make that the exception, just because I'd love
Yeah.
to see the return of
Ozzy.
our homie Oz.
Yeah.
It says on there, cock.
Yeah. And you're like, what?
And that's as far as my lizard brain got. I was like, why would I write that there? Well, because the rest follows aim, pull. Which makes way more sense. Guys, listen. What's going on is the kid, he finally spills the beans about finding that gold, right?
Yes.
Because this little terror is
determined,
relentless. He has no qualms about killing, maiming, hurting. He's having a great time. Really wants that gold.
He just wants to know where the gold at. That's his concern.
Let me get that gold. Aniston, she goes outside because the kid tells her where he hid the gold.
In the
well. In the well. She pulls it back up, hands it to him. He apparates out of nowhere. And he's like, hee, gold. And she's like, here it is. Leave us alone. He's like, awesome. He bounces immediately. Which
and they're like, great.
Problem solved. I loved that about it. You know, there was no weird trick at the end. It was like, this is it. Here's your gold. I'm out of here. He's counting it, right? And what happens?
He gets to 99 and there should be 100. And he's pissed.
He's a good kid. She's like, I could give two shits about Ozzy. Where's the gold?
Okay, yeah, that's
cock, aim, pull. Oh, she's got this.
I don't know that I would have gone out the door with such confidence.
Mm-mm. That little fucker's not gonna be easy. That's probably him. It's not an owl. Those clothes hanging are in remarkably good shape.
They are. Don't twist your ankle, bitch.
No. Why would you pull them up? Did you just leave them down?
Or maybe since it's 3 feet from the house, old boy with the fucked up leg could stand guard with the gun.
Oh, it's the gold she's after.
It smells like me gold. Me golden, delicious gold. That writing
doesn't flow off the old tongue. Whew, that was good. No, good movie, everybody. It's a pretty good amount of money they could have gotten.
Oh, it's like 500,000. Like the guy before was like, "We're rich, we're millionaires." Yeah. Like you were really.
Well, that was 10 years ago.
Oh shit!
Oh, ew! God. No, I don't like that plan.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna be real sad if they kill Ozzy. That's gonna hurt my feelings.
Guys, don't play this game. It's a bad game. So, Leprechaun realizes he's $1 short. Mm-hmm. And what does he decide to do?
He's gonna go back after those pesky humans, and he's gonna get mine.
He's gonna get that money. Yeah. He doesn't care what, who, when, how.
Doesn't matter.
And so Jen, she's just completely flabbergasted. What does this fucker want? I already gave him the gold.
Yeah. Look, why are you even back?
So who fezzes up?
Ozzy, or is it Alex that?
You know, I think it's Alex that's like, oh,
that was us.
Right.
And then Ozzy says he swallowed.
He swallowed one of those coins.
Yeah.
That's probably what they're after. So that's going to take us to our next one. And we're calling this one The Return of Dutch Angles. Now, where did we see Dutch angles before?
In Battlefield Earth.
Yes. And what are these?
They are scenes that are filmed at a specific angle to look more like comic books.
Mm-hmm. And I hate them.
Not a fan of the Dutch angle.
Not in the ones we've seen so far.
No, there haven't been good.
I'm sure
I'm
there's
familiar with good ones,
proper
but
representation. I don't recall one off the top of my head. Do you have one? An example?
not a particular movie, but I've seen it done where I'm
Then
like,
I seriously call into question the fact that you've seen a proper Dutch angle. That's right. You heard it here first.
We're gonna fight tonight. There's gonna be a
The
rumble.
First time.
Rumble.
I'm gonna roll up the sleeves on my what's this thing called?
Flannel.
Things are getting
I got on
serious.
3/4 length sleeves. I don't even gotta roll mine up. Bam.
I got flannel everywhere. It's on my hat.
I told her when she came in, I was like, I really enjoy your competing flannels this evening. Or your competing plaids.
It made me sad.
I like it. I dig the look. She's working it, folks. Working it.
You're too kind. But Aniston heads to the hospital because when Ozzy finally admits to swallowing the coin, he's like, oh, yeah, old man O'Grady might know how to deal with this because he's still alive.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
We were like shocked.
Huge reveal.
Shock and awe.
And dismayed. And so they make another little plan because at this point, pretty much Kevin Bakes is no good. He's wounded.
He hurts.
Sweating heavily. He's in a bad way. Aniston's like, I'll go see O'Grady. You guys try to distract the leprechaun.
And how do they distract? The way they distract him is probably one of my favorite moments of the entire film. They get a box full of shoes.
That's right.
And just are throwing shoes.
Chucking them left and right. And bless his little heart, he's running from one
like,
shoe
I got
to the other.
Clean all these bad boys.
Them. So frustrated with them. Like,
just how dare I can't stop myself.
I wish I could stop them from throwing these shoes because I had them.
Yeah, but they can't. They can't.
It was actually a genius idea.
It was really funny.
It really was. So she heads off to the hospital and she finds O'Grady.
To the retirement home, whatever that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a ridiculous, like, the guard's asleep. There's a
and she's like literally like sneaking like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yeah. And then there's a clipboard that just says room numbers in great big letters.
Oh, great.
Thank God he was number 4 on the numerical or the alphabetical list.
That's it. And so she
where
goes
O'Grady would be.
We see his back and his hair, and she's like, "How do I kill? He's back. He got out." Is what she says.
He's like, "I knew he'd always come for me." She's like, "Well, how do I fix it?"
Well, who was it?
It
wasn't O'Grady. So there's running, and he's chasing her and just being an asshole.
Okay, he chases her down in this wheelchair.
Oh, the modes of transportation with this guy.
Okay.
It's just genius.
What's amazing is apparently he was having a hell of a time in that wheelchair.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And so they had to film her running in slow motion so that they could, they would
simulate.
speed him up to make it look like.
But you know what? Kudos, because they nailed it. I would have never... Had you not said that to me, I would have never known. Like, oh my God, this looks so janky. Would have never known. Good for them.
Yeah.
Warwick's awesome. So we talked a lot about that clip. We should probably
press play.
Check it out.
Oh, he didn't die.
He survived.
Oh, sure. Like, you can't even leave the house because of this fucking little thing.
No. We'll just go over it real quick.
It'll be fine.
He'll tell us what to do.
And they're going to get there on foot since their cars are destroyed?
Now, riddle me this, Batman.
Yes.
Doors. Are they supposed to swing in or swing out? Is that merely a preference?
It's preference. It's
Interesting.
I feel like most doors swing, like those kind of doors swing in, don't they?
trying to picture any door I've ever walked through.
I mean,
and I
that
think
swings
all
in.
of them swing in.
Unless it's like a retail situation.
Sure. A push-pull?
Yeah.
It's like my sex life.
They're throwing shoes.
It's working.
To distract him.
I don't like the way he's rubbing those.
I love his concerned face every time. He's like, oh my. Like a Lucky Charm shape should be shoes.
Him running down that tiny hill was... He's got to. He can't help himself. He's so mad. I'm gonna clean another one. Okay, bye.
That guy hopped up there pretty fast.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. That's incredible. The gags, they're fantastic. The chill view center. Oh.
Oh, did you see that? See that camera tilt?
Yep.
You know I hate a fucking camera tilt.
What's it called? I learned it for Battlefield Earth. A Dutch angle, I think.
I used to use those notepads to leave messages for my boss.
Same, back in the day.
We used to have to use these things called pens.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I like he's at the very beginning of the list.
Don't whisper while you're looking at that information.
She just panned to her and then her thumbs up.
Is he wearing boots?
I hope so.
I wish you could see. I think they won't show again. Oh, he was wearing straight up cowboy boots. Oh, Dutchity Dutch. Oh. It's like a carnival ride.
Right.
You remember the last time we got some nice puppet shadow art?
Oh, it was in Killer Clowns. They're going too hard with the Dutch angles.
How can you tell?
Oh God.
Mr. O'Grady,
It's gonna be
Leprechaun.
Yeah.
it's out.
I like that he got a wig.
Yeah, he went all out. It's pretty good in that thing.
I enjoy all the modes of transportation he's found for himself in this film.
He's very smart about his travel choices.
He is. And how they constantly speed it up. It's the best.
At least they're only speeding him up.
Yeah. It's a testament to his magical powers.
That's right. I don't think I noticed her leather jacket before.
That's Mr. Grady.
I'm sorry. How do you kill it?
You have to touch a 4-leaf clover to its body.
So why didn't he do this before? Why did he put it in the crate?
I don't know.
I wish you would tell me, as if he wrote this.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It sure would be nice to know what the fuck's going on here, Sally.
I mean, yeah, it sure would. Have you ever found a 4-leaf clover?
How did she know to go to this spot?
Because
it's the only green place.
And it's shockingly green.
Almost as if a light was shining on it.
He lets her go pretty easily, I feel
he's having so much fun toying with them.
He's like, I'm going to pinch your butt. I'm going to get it.
He wants that ass.
I'll say I hate those shorts, but her butt does look pretty good.
It does look good. Okay, so somehow, and help me here if you can.
I'll try.
But Aniston's in the hospital / old people home, wherever she is, looking for O'Grady, finds the fake O'Grady, who's the leprechaun, goes into, I think, an elevator at this point, O'Grady, the real O'Grady, crashes in somehow and is hanging upside down and tells her how to really defeat. What happened? Am I fucking tripping?
The leprechaun killed him?
But how did he end up in the fucking elevator with
I feel
her?
like didn't she hear like a bang or something on the top of the elevator, and like she's like,
it's just really fucking convenient.
Yeah, it was.
That of all the places in the hospital for O'Grady to die,
that was it.
It's in the elevator with her as he grunts out, "It's the 4-leaf clover," or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that is the gist, right?
Yes.
In order to defeat,
nailed it.
which I really needed to know.
Right.
I was
You were
glad to
very
hear.
concerned about how to defeat a leprechaun.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know that you could, so I'm glad I found out. But yeah, basically they need the 4-leaf clover. So she rushes back to the homestead now that she knows what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Aniston's plan is to find the 4-leaf clover, and she goes to a patch of grass on the property.
A real convenient patch of just bright green,
So
spray
bright
painted with.
Not only was it spray painted, I swear to you, there was a green light, a spotlight.
Pretty sure there was. Yeah, I think it was double. They're like, this is going to be so green they won't be able to stand it.
It was ludicrous, and that's gonna take us to our next one because we're calling this one "Fuck You, Lucky Charms." Oh, that's the missing ingredient, Snowy.
Faith.
You gotta have faith, the faith.
She believed, and there it is.
It's like Indiana Jones. Looks kind of sexy. The kid makes it, right? Oh shit, it's right there. Oh shit! This is gonna get real dark! This is gonna get real dark! Oh no, Ozzy.
She's like,
Whoa. He kicked him right in the leg. He's like, how's your leg? Oh shit!
oh my god!
Oh yes, the
Oh,
slingshot.
that's right. That was pretty dope.
Slow fucking clap, little kid.
Right?
Oh, gnarly. Oh, it looks gross, Snowy.
That's very like gremlin-y.
Very gremlin-y.
That was very 90s.
That's pretty good.
Can't drink water out of that well anymore.
No, guys, it's poisoned. We're talking Walking Dead season 2.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's what I was thinking. What the?
That fucker's still alive? Oh, it's like an it. Yeah. Set it on fire. Do it right this time. Boy, really taking their time, aren't they?
Seriously. Now, I have questions.
But so does Ozzy. He was like, what the fuck? I get it, Oz.
What a night. What a night.
Those are not 93 cop cars. I'm telling you that
That's all I can
fucking
afford.
much right now. It's a solid 1985 cop car if I ever saw it. So Aniston and the clan, well, not really the clan, it's the two boys.
I was like, Aniston and the clan, what?
Kevin Biggs and Ozzy and Jennifer are looking for the 4-leaf clover, and she's like, she gives up. She's like, we'll never find it. It's all over. And Ozzy's like, you just gotta believe. And lo and behold,
Yeah.
like the sky's open. There's a beaming light,
There it is.
and there it is. So
She takes it. I feel like she doesn't really do shit with it.
I know what she does with it. She puts a piece of gum on it, throws it to the kid, who then slingshots it.
I thought the kid put the gum on it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe she gives it to the kid. The kid puts the gum, slingshots it to its mouth. It has like a gruesome, great
It was
special
awesome.
effects little deal where it's
was
like,
fun.
I'm burning. It's coming undone. Falls into the well. And then Kevin Bakes pours a bunch of gasoline in there and lights it up because it comes back. It keeps trying to come back.
Yeah.
And that's it. We get a bunch of cop cars. They swarm the house and
But the end though, you hear his voice and he's like,
that's right.
I am always
He
gonna
has a
be
little
after
poem.
like my whatever.
That's right. Me Lucky Charms.
And it literally we're like, oh shit, they were already setting it up for a sequel.
Oh,
Like, they
man,
were already ready.
They were ready.
Speaking of Lucky Charms, the kid says, "Fuck you, Lucky Charms."
Loved it. Fucking line in the movie.
That was not his original line.
He ad-libbed that?
No.
Was gonna love that kid.
That would have been awesome. He was gonna say something else that was like decidedly like, "Fuck you, Irish blank, whatever," you know.
I love that less.
After General Mills pulled Lucky Charms, they went back, reshot it.
High fucking five. I love that.
I thought it was hilarious. I loved that so much.
Chef's kiss.
Yes.
In that, my friend, is the end of our adventure. It's probably time for us to head on over to
Final thoughts.
Live Watch Final Thoughts.
Well, I'm so delighted that we get to see this together.
This was a great pick.
This was so much fun.
And I can't wait to talk about it. But I will say, pleasantly surprised.
Same.
I was expecting much.
I was expecting gutter trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great time. I do have one other little piece of trivia that I saved till the end that I just thought was really fun.
A delicious final morsel.
Indeed. So there are 2 special thanks in this movie to people that were not directly involved in the production.
Okay, tell me more.
One was a special thank you to George Lucas because Warwick Davis was allowed to work around his contract that he had, that he specifically could only work for George Lucas.
OMG's Georgie.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a love and hate with old Lucas.
Same.
This falls in the love column.
And there was a special thank you to then Vice President Dan Quayle.
What?
Because he expedited Warwick Davis's green card or whatever to let him work in the States.
Dan Quayle? I, first of all, never thought I'd talk about him again.
No, I forgot he existed.
Much less in this context. But hell yeah, homie.
Yeah.
Super high five.
Exactly. I was like, Dan Quayle?
I bet people thought that back then. Burn. Political burn from the doctor. Oh man, what a good fucking time. We're going to have to go into real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk. We're ridiculous.
I love us. It's fine.
We didn't even have to communicate that.
We didn't. We just
was
knew.
On spot.
Chef's kiss.
Primavera. I don't know. Mozzarella.
Alfredo.
I like a thick sauce.
I feel that.
Oh man, have lots of good stuff to say about this. I mean, I'm not gonna say it scored the highest of the highs.
No,
but I had a great time with it. I think Warwick Davis just elevated this to a point where he had so much fun. It was like, what's the word when you catch something that someone else has?
a virus.
But in a good way. Infectious is not right, but it is a term that I will use because I can't think of the term want. But yeah, he just was having such a fun time that it made me have an even more fun time. I could see this going terribly wrong had the elements not quite combined the way they did for me during this one.
I loved this. I had way more fun with this movie than I thought that I was gonna have. I thought that we were gonna watch it and I was just gonna shit all over it. That was my expectation. Like that I was gonna be like
I
this
felt the
was
same.
But it was such a fun, ridiculous romp. Honestly, to me, one of the weakest links was Jennifer Aniston. I said it.
Strongly disagree. I feel that she was a highlight of the film. I think some of the strongest weak points for me was the dad.
That guy, like, he just was like, why was he even in the movie?
Yeah, just didn't add anything. And of our main group, I'm gonna say Kevin Bakes.
Kevin Bakes was not of the three guys that paint or whatever. He was definitely at number 3 of the 3. I also just didn't like her character. I didn't like that she was like, I want Evian and watercress, and I
see where you're
particularly
going
there.
Because
we got no background saying why she was like that and why she had this bougie attitude.
Any information, it wasn't a likable character. I see where you're going there, but
I also I wasn't like, if I had seen this in '93 as Hollywood exec, like I was in my past life, I would not have been like, this girl's gonna go somewhere. She's got star power. That was not my.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have felt that way from this.
I mean, it was fine, but like
these humble beginnings myself. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it and glad we covered it.
I'm so glad we did.
It was a great pick. Did you throw this one in?
No, this was just our special. That was just our.
Oh, because of St. Patty's.
Yeah.
I've had too much to drink, I'm afraid. I've forgotten everything that happened in the last 20 minutes. Gonna have to crash on the couch.
Set it up real nice.
Don't lick me, Nala. Don't give me your slow, deliberate kisses. I'm not down.
My dog loves a slow, deliberate kiss, and it's kind of weird. And the doctor's not a fan. And
she's very affectionate with people in general, but has a thing for me that I can't seem to break.
she just loves.
I want her to
loves
not
her
love
aunt. That's not gonna ever happen.
Well, I'll figure it out. There's got to be a way.
Nope. I'm just gonna at night. I'm gonna show her pictures and be like, who loves you the most? Your Aunt Drea does.
So should we give this guy a rating?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Why don't you go?
I'll go first.
Great.
I'm going to give this guy a 2.5.
Okay. All right. I think I'm actually going to give it a 3.
Going 3.
Yeah.
Very similar. I think we're on the same wavelength. I think we enjoyed it more than the general consensus of the other reviews.
Oh, 100%. But we also, obviously bad movies are our shtick.
This is our time.
Yeah. We find the joy in them that maybe a lot of people do not.
Sure. So and that's okay.
Yeah, I am me and I am okay.
Joining hands together.
Is that a real song?
No.
Oh, I was
Can't be. That's awful.
I was like, please sing more.
Delete. Guys, what a fun time. Thank you so much for joining us. We're actually going to skip the sombrero because what's going on next week?
Oh, we have a mini-sode.
Mini-sode time. We promised these would be coming more frequently, and they are. In fact, we have more news. Snowy.
Our website drops today.
Drop it. Drop.
Yes, it is realfuntimespod.com. REEL. And you know how to spell the rest. You get it.
And I just want to give a big shout out to Snowy, who's been hard at work on this website. I, as you all know, am not very up to date on the social medias. I'm a little bit out of touch. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't understand it. I get that it's there. And thank God for Snowy, who's ahead of all our social media stuff. Putting all the awesome stuff on the Instagrams and the Facebooks, and now the website, which might even have a blog.
Yeah,
I hear?
Yeah, gonna do a little blogging.
That's fucking cool. I'm gonna throw a little blog in there. It's gonna be one sentence.
I was gonna say,
I don't know yet. Stay tuned, everybody. But yeah, next week we have a mini-sode. But until then, shoot us an email, guys.
Yes.
Would love to hear how you feel about the movie so far. If you got any ideas for upcoming movies.
Please give us ideas. We love ideas.
Yeah, we don't have all the ideas, so more ideas would be awesome.
Yes.
Although I've been throwing some fun stuff in the on the list of possible picks.
Yes.
It's ever growing and shifting.
Yeah. I've got a little list on my notes on my phone, just lingering, waiting.
We'd love to hear from you guys. Where can they shoot us an email?
realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Instagram. Slide into those DMs, girl. Hey.
Slide right in there. I'm learning what that means. Like us, share us, review us. Tell a friend. Tell a buddy. Tell
Tell your aunt.
Tell your aunt.
If you have a cool aunt like my Aunt T.
Aunt T's the best.
She's
Love
awesome.
her.
She's awesome.
100%.
Huge proponent of the show. Loves to
We just saw her in the River recordings.
We did. And she and my mom got to hear
they got a
live
backseat
version.
Pass.
Yes. And they loved it.
Backseat pass? That
Backstage
can't be right.
pass?
That's the one.
Yep. I was like,
that's different, guys. And I don't know
those
nothing
hoes may know about it, but I don't know.
I don't know nothing about it. It's time to wrap this up.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go right now.
Goodbye. Later. Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times, REELFUNTIMES. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts, nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp. We had to clean her vagina today.
Oh, you see that?
So sorry. Oh, so sorry. I did not know. I didn't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Clean it.
She's got like a little kind of hooded vagina almost.
Hooded.
You have this spray.
Oh,
and they have to take a Q-tip.
Q-tip. I love it. Does she hate that?
She hates it. Like one of us has to hold her down, and the other one has. We just kind of get her when she's off guard. And
oh, that's terrible. She's like, "Hey, it's the weekend."
Pretty much, that's exactly what happened. And then we're like, "We love you. We're so sorry."
Such mixed messages. It's just like an abuser.
Well, no, we're not. We're trying to help her. She doesn't have infections.
I wasn't ready.
I'm real sorry about that, bro.
Ooh. Well, that's good. You're fresh and so clean.